So when you go through winter, which is best? Big question that people ask me is, should I go through the winter in a screen bottom board or should I block it off? And today I'm going to announce the winner of my ultimate online beekeeping course. Let's get right into it. This is a screen bottom board. You can tell it's got a screen. We use these a lot in the summertime. It allows for increased ventilation and for mites to fall through. That's always a great thing. And then here's the traditional solid bottom board. Look at that, solid. So when you go through winter, which is best? It seems like the way we live in our homes that we want this to be what is underneath our hives all winter long, but not necessarily. A colony really doesn't heat the inside of their hive like we heat the inside of our home. A beehive actually clusters together very tightly, bee against bee, 40, 60,000 bees, all huddled together. They don't hibernate, but they cluster, keep each other warm, and they eat that delicious honey that they've stored all, summer. Now they're going through their stores of stored honey. So the screen bottom board doesn't really play much of a role because they don't heat the inside of their hive. They stay warm by being close together. So the screen bottom board doesn't really affect that greatly unless the hive is maybe 4 or 5 feet up in the air. And now wind can blow up into the hive, a gust of cold wind. So if your hive is low to the ground, or you have a way like me to put the bad insulation around the hive down to the ground, it prevents wind from coming up into the colony and touching the colony. Solid bottom board does the same thing. Now, a lot of people want to do what I do. I don't know why you want to do that. Do what you want to do. I'll just do what you do, David. I do both, actually. I have some hives with solid bottom boards. I have some that I leave open all winter. I have had no difference of winter survivability whether I'm using a screen bottom board or a solid bottom board. Last year I had all screen bottom boards and all my colonies made it through winter. So that just tells you that. I've lost colonies with screen bottom boards in the winter in the past, and I've lost colonies with solid bottom board. It has more to do with how much storage of honey is on board. Particularly has to do with your mite control, what kind of virus levels your bees are at going into winter, and primarily population of bees. More bees in there just going to make more heat. But I want to show you a trick. If I know some of you are like, oh my gosh, I can't go through winter with a screen bottom board. I just know that my bees want to be toasty warm. Here's some things I want to show you. Look at this. You can take a piece of cardboard like this. You don't have to buy, replace, take your hive apart. Here's what I've done in the past that works really well. I just simply take my pen or a sharp instrument and poke a hole in anything. A piece of cardboard is what I'm going to use because it's handy. All I'm going to do is take a piece of string like this, and I'm going to push it through the hole, and I'm going to tie a knot in it. And if you're a good knot tier, you might want to do a square knot. It doesn't matter. It's not going to have any pressure on it. But just tie a couple of knots in it so that it's tight. And then what you can do is go out to your hive that has a screen bottom board that you're worried about, and it has boxes on it. It's an active hive. Maybe it's cold, maybe it's winter. All you have to do is go to the front of your hive and slide this piece of cardboard in as such like this. And what I'm hoping to accomplish is I'm leaving a little bit of ventilation around the outer edges. You can see about 1 inch of space around the edges so that it allows some ventilation. Bees do need ventilation even in the wintertime, believe it or not, but you alleviate that strong gust of cold wind. Now you might say, won't bees really eat away at this? They don't like cardboard in their hive. Won't they chew away at it? No, not in the wintertime. They're up clustered, staying warm above this. It won't be a problem. What's with the string? Well, the string is, I don't know, maybe a couple of times in the winter, or you may want to wait until spring. But when you want to remove this, you don't have to take the hive apart. You just grab this string and leave significant footage on it, and then you just grab this string and pull it. I've done this so many years. Now you have to kind of pull hard because it oftentimes has dead bees on it and other garbage that the bees have just been dumping down on it. But that's fine. You can pull it through, you can pull it out without having to take the hive apart. Isn't that an ingenious idea? I came up with that myself. Now, it doesn't mean that I didn't get it off somebody else, but I don't remember that. I just said, I don't want to take my hive apart to get this out. What do? I'll tie a rope on it. You don't have to be a genius to figure that out, right? Oh, and another thing I wanted to show you while we're working with this is look at this. A lot of you may have a screen bottom board like the one I have here for demonstration purposes, and it has this board on it. Now this board, if yours came with this, it works fine to put that in there. It's really kind of a mite tester. You can test for mites on these boards that slide in like this, you know. The problem with these boards, it doesn't allow any ventilation. And whether or not you want to trim it, it's going to change how it slides in and out. You don't have a lot of room to trim these. I'm not going to advise you to cut it or anything, but you might go ahead if you're really pretty handy in the shop or something. You might just figure out a way to have two of these. It doesn't take much to make another one. It's a block of wood with a piece of plastic cardboard on it. And it doesn't take much for you to figure out how you could make a winter one that you could slide in and leave a little space for wind, not to blow up into it, but a little space for ventilation around the edges. That's one option. But again, if you have a solid bottom board, I think your bees are going to manage to get through winter just fine. I do like the upper vents a lot for my bees, primarily not just for ventilation, but I use it for bees going out and defecating outside of the colony during the wintertime. I think that's real important for me. That's what I've found. Cuts down on nosema problems and such. Now, I wanted to tell you about the winner of our Ultimate Online Beekeeping course. I offered that as a free giveaway a few videos ago, and I said all you got to do is leave a comment below and let me know how long you have been keeping bees. And a lot of you responded. It was good to hear. Some of you, I'd say the majority of you, have been keeping bees less than 2 years on my channel. And that's sort of the people that I speak to every day when I make a video. I'm trying to help you make fewer mistakes and keep healthier bees, and that's always helpful for new beginners. And if you haven't subscribed yet, please do. I am at, look at this, it's about to roll over. Let's watch it roll over. Here it comes. I'm excited about this subscription list growing and growing, and we're almost at 98,500. We're just gonna watch this roll over, and there it is. Woo! Only 1,500 more subscribers to finally hit 100,000. Can you do an old man a favor and just click on the doggone subscribe button? Come on, help me out here. All right, the winner is, these go on sale in less than 30 days on Black Friday. So get ready to order your class at 50% off on Black Friday. Scott Reynolds, you won our Ultimate Online Beekeeping course, 7 online courses. Scott says, greetings from San Juan Island. 2 years in and 1 successful overwinter, thanks in part to your many tips and educational videos. I greatly appreciate your explanations, product evaluations, and great body of beekeeping knowledge. Your online course sounds like the perfect accompaniment to fall storms while dreaming of spring. That's right. Well, good job, Scott. Glad you were randomly selected. And just email us at the email address here, and my staff will get this online course sent right out to you. Did I tell you there are 3 signs you can look for that may show that your hive is going to die this winter? Follow me over to this video and let me tell you 3 signs that your hive may die, and you'll be able to do something about it. Take a look. I'll see you over there.